August of last year, I got a call from Bishop George Sumner asking me to consider coming and serving here at Church of the Incarnation. And one of the things that I knew about all of the people that I knew at the time at Incarnation is that they were deeply committed Christians, they were kind and generous toward one another, and that if my wife and I were to come and be a part of this congregation, we would be enfolded into a family of people that love each other, stand beside each other, rise to the occasion when there's a need, and really think carefully about the role Incarnation is to play, not only in terms of how we care for each other, but the role that we have in the community. That sounded exactly like the congregation I wanted to be a part of. And I've had nothing happen since I've come to dissuade me from those initial impressions. Of course, as we begin to talk about giving and generosity, because of the size and who we are, require a structure to be able to do that well. When you have 12 to 1,300 people on an average Sunday morning, that means it takes a lot of administrative know-how to be able to effectively reach all of the people who show up on Sunday morning, as well as those who can't attend. That's why we pledge. Because as we begin to think about our budget for next year, 2026, we want to have a sense of this congregation having made the time to think through, figure out what they're called to give, and put it in a pledge card will give us a baseline out of which we can begin to develop a budget that accurately reflects both what people are giving and what the needs of the church are. See it as God's opportunity for you to financially be a part of what's really going on in the life of this church. I consider that a joy. And I look forward to hearing from you as you begin to think and wrestle with what it means to be a giver. Our capacity to be able to live and serve together is in many ways directly dependent on the commitments that you and I are making together in pledges to financially support the life of this church next year. It is a part of the obligation of membership. It's because we've said yes to God and to Incarnation that we are also willing to say yes to making that kind of financial contribution. What you give, how much you give, is actually between you and God. But to make the commitment to give, no matter what level that is a common obligation that we together understand that God is asking of us. So I certainly hope you will join my wife and me and many people in this congregation in saying yes to being a part financially of what God is doing in the life of this church.